Hey babes, I'm back with another YouTube video, and today we're going to be doing some hand painted Hello Kitty nails. I'm sure y'all already seen the thumbnail, so stick around to see how I did this flawless application and exactly how I painted all of my designs. So my client today has been coming to me for maybe about 3 or 4 years. It's been a minute. Like, she was coming to me before my dad even made the room in the garage, and back when I was just strictly working in the garage with the room dividers. And every time I had a new client, I was so embarrassed about my workspace because my garage was ugly. The walls was ugly, the floor was ugly. But I'm happy she stuck around and she is here with us today. So I also know that my client's fingers may look red. She did dye her hair red, so when she came in, all of her nail plates were like blood red. So I did try my hardest to remove as much as the dye as possible, but you may still see a little bit of it. While I'm kind of on the topic of working in the garage and just kind of reminiscing, I do want to let anybody that's currently working from home know that there's nothing wrong with working from home. I actually miss working from home, and I miss not having to pay this booth rent. Now, I could tell you guys that before I moved into a salon suite, I assumed that me working in a salon suite would mean I could charge what I want. You know, my clients are going to respect me more. They're going to be on time. Yeah, my clients still be late. Like, nothing really changed. And charge your worth. Regardless of if you're in the house or not, charge your worth. People are going to have questions, comments, and concerns regardless of where you're at. And I remember working from home and being constantly bothered with like little questions like, oh, how come you're charging a late fee and you work from home? Or, oh, how come you're charging a reschedule fee and you work from home? It's not like you have to pay booth rent. But people that work from home still got bills to pay, so it's always confused me. I'm saying all of this to pretty much let you guys know to write down your pros and cons before you go into a salon suite. Because when it came to my first salon suite, I did not like the environment. To be honest with you, I really didn't like the people. Some of the girls was cool. The girls were cool, but like just management and stuff like that was making me really uncomfortable. From management to the maintenance man, it was just too much going on, and that's how I ended up moving somewhere else. I'll probably do a story time on that whole situation another time because, it was too much going on. Now I like the salon suite that I'm at way better than the previous one. Of course, things got their pros and cons, but I do like it here. But like I said, I was really just telling you guys this just so that nobody feels pressured or nobody feels insecure about working from home like I did. Because regardless of how ugly that garage was, I was still fully booked. And you guys are going to see me kind of go back on some of the nails and add one more bead for like the apex bead. Because normally when I'm doing the cuticle application, I keep it very, very thin. So sometimes I like to go back and add just one more bead of acrylic. Now for sealing the cuticles and debulking the nails, I am using this golden barrel bit that I got from Amazon. Yeah, this is my favorite bit right now for debulking and sealing the cuticle area. And it's really no pattern I go through. Like sometimes I might reshape the nails first and then start to debulk, or sometimes I'll debulk and then start to reshape. But it's really whatever you're most comfortable with. When I am debulking a nail for the cuticle area and the apex, I do file from right to left. And for the body of the nail, I'm going to file up and down and going across the nail. Now, if the apex area is too high, that's when I'll start to file down on it too, because it will remove more product and I'll be applying more pressure. I'm currently using my 80/80 grit hand file to reshape the nails and also make sure that all of these nails are the same length. Now you guys are also going to see me go over the nail using the 80 grit file to make sure that these are extra smooth. With the hand file, I'll be going over the entire nail, but I'm not really going to be in the cuticle area since we already sealed the cuticle. If I need to debulk the apex a little more, I can use the hand file, but you don't have to if you're not comfortable with this. Now, y'all know I love me a C curve, so when I was finished with shaping the nails and making sure that these were all the same length, I did go underneath the nail right back with that golden drill bit, and I'm just very slowly going to go underneath the nail to create that C curve look. When I was finished with doing this, the last thing I had to do was go over the nails with a buffer. And very quickly, let me tell you some tea. So I was on a date yesterday, right? And he didn't know I did nails. Like, he did not know that I did nails. We kind of didn't get to that part of the date. And we were, wait, where we're at did not matter. But the waiter had came over to like give us our drinks. So she gives us our drinks, and then, she goes, gets our drinks. And when she comes back, she's like, "You do nails, right?" And I'm like, "Oh shit." And she's like, "Oh, like, I really love your work and stuff like that." Like, we was kind of just talking a little bit. She was telling me that she had just watched some of my videos that morning. So, I'm like, okay. Like, I was getting hype and stuff like that. Like, I always appreciate when, like, I'm out and somebody recognizes me out in Atlanta. I'm like, okay. And when she walked away, he's like, "So you're a nail tech?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, you must be, like, a really, like, big nail tech for her to, like, recognize you." I'm like, you could say that a little bit. You could say that a little bit. It was cool though. So of course that sparked a whole nother conversation, but it was cool, and she was a great server. Definitely enjoyed the service. So moving on, we are finally starting to paint these designs, and the first thing I'm going to be painting today is the Hello Kitty. I knew the Hello Kitty was going to be the hardest thing for me to paint, so I did want to do this first. We are doing Halloween Hello Kitty, so I'm first going to be drawing the pumpkin. I'm going to fill it in, and then after I'm done with the pumpkin, I'm going to do the Hello Kitty. So I was really just taking my time, and I know you guys can't see my cell phone, but I was kind of looking at a picture as I was doing this, trying to make it exactly like the photo. Also, for anybody that's wondering, I am using D&D gel polish. I get this gel polish from my local nail supply store, and I do feel like it's very easy to work with. I did also paint the nails with matte top coat before starting to do my designs. Make sure you do that. I'm sure I said this in my last video, but it definitely makes it much easier to paint on the nails, and I do like D&D gel polish. I like the gel polish. And I don't really have anything much to say about the gel polish. But currently I am outlining the pumpkin. And then we got to do a little spooky cute pumpkin. So I am going to add a little bit of details to the face afterwards. Now I'm starting to paint the Hello Kitty, and I'm first going to do the outline of her face and her ears first, and then I'm going to start to fill it in. Yeah, the first time I drew a Hello Kitty, she was so ugly. So I was really satisfied with the outcome of these nails, and I've been doing so much hand painted art, y'all. I am so happy of just the improvement in such a short amount of time. Right here, I'm starting to paint her eyes. When it comes to eyeballs and characters, y'all, that'd be my biggest downfall. So I was really taking my time and was staring at the picture, trying to make sure her eyes weren't too close or too far. And for the nose, I'm also going to start with black and then put the yellow on top, because that will be much easier than actually trying to outline the nose. I am also allowing this to cure for about 60 seconds after I'm satisfied with the design. Like, for example, after doing the pumpkin, flash cured and then did the outline. And same thing for the Hello Kitty. I did the whole kitty first and then went back and did the outline after it was fully cured. I also do apologize about the bow. It was kind of hard for me to record everything I was doing, and it was starting to go out of focus. So I did kind of cut the rest of the clip of me doing the bow because it looked like this and it was blurry and For the next few nails, of course, we had to do some French tips. And originally, I really did want to do more hand painted art, but yeah, that Hello Kitty took me a really long time. For the middle finger, I'll be doing this light pink French tip, and once it's fully cured, I am going to outline the smile line in black gel polish and then start to do some stitches to give it a little bit of detail. I did also want to add a few patches. Now, I seen this on the original photo I was looking at because this was inspired by somebody. Not nail for nail, but I did get inspiration from somewhere else. And she had the orange patches on the pink French tip. I kind of felt like the orange on top of the pink wasn't the best combination. Even when I was looking at it on like her nails, I was like, it's something about that I don't like, but I still kind of went for it anyway. But moving on, I'm now doing the pinky, and I wanted to try something I did a really long time ago where we're going to do a black and white striped French tip and then go in with some pink drips on the smile line. So, of course, these nails wouldn't be complete without me adding some charms. So, I did add one of the Hello Kitty charms to the pinky, and then I'm also going to add one to the pointer finger. And that wasn't enough, so I did add some charms. Not some charms. I added some rhinestones, and I've really been liking these crystal rhinestones. Normally I use the AB ones, but it's something about these crystal ones that's starting to kind of, I don't know, it's starting to stick to me. Also, for the middle finger with the stitches, I did later add a heart. As you guys can see, I added a little bit more detail with the stitches. Pretty much doing the same thing I did to the smile line, outlining it and then going in with very fine lines. I'm also using my Mia Secret Diamond Gel to apply my crystals. Well, it's not called diamond gel, but you guys are going to see it when I link it down below. I do really like the crystals, and I'm everywhere. I do really like the gel, and your crystals are definitely not going to come off. For the thumb, I ended up just doing like some basic spider webs because at this point, yeah, we was already sitting here for 3.5 hours, and I was tired. I was like, look, girl, I'm just going to put a little spider web on your thumb so I can send you out, because we thought I was going to be much faster. But of course, I'm just getting into doing the hand painted art. So I really do appreciate her for being so patient with me. And very shortly, I am going to show you guys what the final look like. I am so happy about these. And you guys could let me know down below, how much would you charge for these nails? And also let me know down below if you're actually interested in hand painted art. Like, where do you guys stand with that? Because for the last maybe like 3 years, honestly, or even my whole career, I've kind of drifted away from doing hand painted art. Like, I would kind of avoid it, but I like it now. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to see you in my next one.